Hello. Okay, so we have a great group of guys here today with us, some veterans. So thanks for joining. Today we're going to be continuing to talk about clothing that you should wear to an interview. Now, I probably made a mistake last week. I thought today was about the future tenses, but that's actually tomorrow. Don't forget, I've changed that class from Wednesday to tomorrow at the same time as Wednesdays. So in 2 hours from now, for those of you who aren't in my time zone. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to start to share my screen, and that's not what I want either. And it's not, where is it? Interview clothing. Maybe now. Oh, technology, where are you? There it is. And now we'll share. Okay. Perfect. So we had started this, I don't remember. When was it? In October, maybe? I can't see. Oh, no, in March. Wow. Okay, so in March. Yeah, I'm in a different part of the year. So in March, we had first spoken about the first 8 pages. So I'm thinking, just to do a quick review, we can read this very quickly. Okay. So if you're preparing for an interview, I don't know what day we read about this in March, but the first original class is in March. So, obviously, when preparing to go for an interview, there's a lot to think about. It's not only what you're going to say in the interview, but what you're going to wear. And then what you wear to an interview can affect the interview as a whole. So basically, in general, as it's a first impression, and first impressions in an interview situation are very important. Okay. Let's see if I go down. Okay. So basically, like I said, just very quickly, I'm going to go over this first part and then we'll start where we stopped. Okay. So your clothes should match what you would have to wear at work. Okay. Not be too formal or too informal. Okay. So you don't want to wear a tuxedo when you'll be maybe cleaning something. I don't think it's necessarily appropriate. So think about the job. Think about what you might normally wear. Okay. And so then it says here are some ideas for your next interview. We talked about different colors. So Bob, why don't you go ahead and read this for us, okay?
Oh, yes, with pleasure. First, let's talk color. You don't want something too flashy. The interviewer might think you are looking for attention. So stick to more neutral colors, black, brown, gray, dark blue.
Okay, so good. So this word flashy, what does this mean? And anyone can answer that.
I don't know.
You don't know. Perfect.
Flashy.
Ken, do you have any idea?
Yes, I have idea, but need to explain in English.
That's the hard part.
Like very nice,
That's kind of a different meaning of flashy. We can say, oh, that's flashy, but like in a very, wow, that's really cool. But in this case, it's a little bit different. Ken, do you have any idea what this could mean?
I think in flash means shiny or glitter.
Okay.
Some clothes such color or materials.
Okay, well that's the other meaning of flashy.
Okay.
In this case, flashy is referring to bringing attention to yourself. Let's say you're wearing a bright orange suit because you think you look really good in it. That's okay if you go out with your friends, but not for a job interview. Okay? So nothing too strange or too different, okay? Stick to neutral colors like Bob read, black, brown, gray, dark blue, things like that, okay? Perfect. Let's see here. So choose solid colored clothing. You don't want it to seem that you're looking for attention, so keep it simple. Like I said, don't wear any orange, yellow, lime green colors. No, thank you. White is always a good option for both men and women as a shirt or blouse. Okay, these are nicer kind of tops that you can wear. So we're going to talk about what colors could mean, just to remind us. Let's see, Ismail. Oh, you're mute now. Are
Yes,
you
yes, I hear
able
you.
to?
I, I,
Do you want to
yes,
read or not?
yes, I can write. I
Okay,
can
can
read.
you read what white means?
Yes, right, white. Sorry, I can't see.
This part. Could you read this
Yes,
part
all
for
right.
us?
White. You ask me or I read. Which
Read.
one?
Read,
Yes.
please.
Now, if I see, I can read. Okay. Why I can't see.
You can't see it.
Yes. Now, okay.
One moment.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yes, but better. White, it represents truth and simpli, simplicity.
Good.
A great color for interviews, as it is one of the basic colors.
Good. Good job with
Yes,
simplicity. You got it in
yes.
the end. Good. It's a little hard to hear you, but we can still hear you enough. Okay, so white is always a good color. Ken, can you read about gray, please?
Gray transmits sophistication and neutrality. It has a powerful, strong feel without being too powerful.
Okay, good. So neutrality, good, good word. These are difficult. I've added these, last time to make life a little bit more challenging. So good. Okay, so gray is also a nice color. Lots of different shades of gray is light gray, a medium gray color, and even a dark gray. All of those are okay. All right. So that's fine. Looks like Bob will go back to you and let's talk about brown.
Oh, yes, brown. It is another great neutral color that gives feelings of being calm.
Exactly. So, different colors have different representations of meaning and feelings and things. And so, brown is one of those kind of calm colors. When you go to a spa or something like that, some of the colors might be brown or blue. It depends. It depends on their their theme.
Yes. I like the buildings in the Dublin. A lot of building in Dublin is brown.
I'm not sure if that's the same reason, but wood also gives you this kind of in touch feeling with nature and calm, relax. I don't know.
Yes.
So perfect. All right, let's see. Let's see. Is Mr. Ismail available still
Yes,
again to read? I'd like
available.
you to read red, which is perfect. It's your color today.
Yes, thank you. Is polite or not polite? I don't know, but I like this color. Okay.
Okay.
Red is promotes feelings of energy and passion. A bite of this color used as an accessory is a great way to show your passion for the job. Good.
All right, so good. So this is saying just a little bit of this color. Maybe not the shirt that you're wearing, but that's okay. You already have a job and you're working there. So so it's perfect. But in general, if it's a woman who's wearing a black dress, a nice red necklace would be a great accessory or a red bracelet. Men could wear, a white or black shirt with a red tie, for example. Okay, so it represents the passion and how passionate you are about the job. And Ismail is very passionate today with all of his red and
Thank you
his
very much,
job.
Rebecca. Thank you. I like this color very much.
Perfect. Well, you're very passionate about life, then, I think. We're just going to move this down. So then, Ken, you can read about blue, okay?
Okay. Blue, navy blue, dark shade of blue is another great neutral color for interview outfits. Blues represents calm, trust, and confidence, great qualities for a new employee.
Okay. So again, it's just a really nice color, calm as well. Like I said, the whole spa, depending on where you go, represents this kind of tranquility and kind of that, calm, relaxing things. Okay. And yes, navy blue is a really good color. There's lots of shades of blue on my page today, but none of them are navy. I guess this maybe the save symbol would be the closest to navy, but a dark blue, almost black. Okay. Any questions so far? No?
Blue is my color.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
Yes,
it's the
of
color of the
course.
water. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob.
This is my uniform. My uniform also.
I
Really?
Casual and informal.
Very nice. Well, why don't you help us read about women, okay, and what women should wear, okay?
Okay. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Women. Black dress pants are always a good idea. Very classic. You can add a nice sweater with a small pattern design to complete the outfit. If you want to add a touch of color, you can wear a bracelet or small necklace to complete the look. The shoes should be black to not add too much attention.
All right. Great advice here,
Yes.
Bob. Thank you. So, black dress pants. Pants is an American word which means trousers in British English, just to clear that up. A nice sweater is something that we can wear maybe when it's cold out. Nowadays, here in Spain, we definitely will not be wearing a sweater. It's too hot. So you
Yes.
could wear a nice blouse or a nice shirt in this case, okay, if it's hot outside. And then just a little touch of color. Like I said before, you could wear a red bracelet or necklace or something. All right. And then wear black shoes. So there's not too much attention to your shoes. It's all about you and your face and your presentation. Okay. So any questions about this? It's very similar and different for men and women. So it's different, I should say. Okay. Well, okay, I'll read this. Heels or flats? This is talking about shoes. Okay. Heels, how do I explain heels? Flats actually probably will be easier. Flats are those shoes that don't have any height to them. They're just flat. They're also called like ballerina shoes. Just very easy to put on, easy to walk in. Heels are the ones that women wear when the back part of their foot is up in the air a little bit. So that's the difference between those, okay? And this will depend on the job. If you'll be seeing customers face to face, then wear low heels, okay? Maybe not high heels. And stilettos are not for the workplace. Stilettos are those shoes that have a very small back part of the shoe, and they're very difficult to walk in, I think. I've never tried them, and I don't think I'm ever going to. So, shoes for women, which I'm pretty sure no one here is super concerned about. So, with that, if Ismail is ready to read again,
That's all right.
you could read this.
I can read.
Okay.
A professional suit coat or blazer is always a good option. Again, be careful when choosing the color. This can be paired with a white or pastel colored blues.
Okay, good. So women again, pastel color just means it's a light color like this, and it could be blue or pink or purple, anything light colored, okay? Does everyone know what a blazer is?
Blues.
What's a blazer?
I think blazer is similar to suit, but nothing different. Shape is different.
Well, exactly. Well, it's a suit coat or blazer. So basically, they're the same thing, different names. Maybe it could be the shape a little different. But in general, basically, when you wear a suit, it's the top part of the suit. Okay. Very good. Any questions so far? I said, I know we've looked at this before, but it's good to refresh your memory and good for reading today. Ismail, you have a question?
No, no,
Okay,
I understand.
perfect.
Thank you.
All right, so Ken, wait, who read this? Okay, so Ken, it's your turn to read this, okay?
Okay. Wearing a dress is an option, but be sure it's the right one. It should always be modest, but you can play with the color. Depending on the company, you can wear a red or deep tur- turquoise, turquoise, French,
Turquoise.
turquoise colored dress. No accessories needed. The dress is enough. As for shoes, black is always a classic choice, or choose a nude color to not add more attention to your feet.
Okay, so lots of vocabulary in here. Okay, so a dress, I think everyone knows what a dress is. It's an option for women to wear, but it has to be the correct one. Okay, it should be modest. What is the word modest? Does
Modest
anyone know?
is opposed to shiny.
Okay, good. That's one way to say it. Bob, what do you think?
A new fashion.
Okay, not my favorite answer. And Ishmael, do you want to answer?
No,
No, okay.
I can.
That's okay. I'm here to help that. So modest basically means that a woman is covered in all of the correct areas. She's not showing too much skin is what we would say in English, okay? So basically something that it's appropriate, obviously, for an interview. You're not going to wear your Saturday going out dress to an interview. Okay, so that's modest. Now it says you can play with the color. What do you think that phrase represents? Play with the color. Any idea?
Change the color.
Okay, change the color. Sure. Okay, change the color from the neutral colors that we were talking about before. Absolutely. You can, it says wear a red or deep turquoise colored dress. So it doesn't have to be the typical black, gray, brown, navy blue. You can play with the color a little bit.
I think this sentence explained with me about my idea. Someone will change all color when dressed something. Okay,
Exactly.
play,
Yep, that's when
yeah,
you
play with
change
the
the
color,
color.
not only one color. Someone should change all color
Mm-hmm.
dress.
Good. Exactly. Yeah, we can wear your favorite color red or turquoise is kind of a blue-green color. Deep just means it's a dark. Okay, that's what deep represents in this case. Maybe it could have a little pattern or different design on the dress. Okay, something subtle, something not too drastic and wow, that's an impressive dress, because again, you want the interviewer to focus on you as the person, not what you're wearing. Okay. And again, we have black shoes, or it says nude. What color is nude?
I think black is good.
Actually, it's the color of your skin. Nude, in this case, is an adjective, but it really means like when you don't have any clothes on, nude. Okay. So a nude color shoe is just your skin color. Obviously, that could depend on where you're from as well. So, again, to kind of blend in and there's not too much attention going to your feet. Okay. So very good. Any other questions before I continue? Okay. Good. Well, let's continue on down here and let's see. Kenra, this Bob, it's your turn. Okay.
Okay. Skirts are a good option when you don't want to wear pants, slacks. The skirt should be at least clean, length and dark. A pencil skirt is a great way to add a business look to any outfit.
Okay, so again, a lot more adjectives here, especially for the men in the class today. So skirts are always
Yes.
they're fine to wear. And so pants and slacks. Okay, slacks is a synonym for pants. All right, so yeah, trousers. And then your skirt should be at least until your knee. Okay, at least cover your knee longer, but not shorter. Okay, again, we're focusing on the interview and the person, not the clothes. And a pencil skirt is just a longer skirt that's not. This is the shape of the skirt. I'm trying to think how to describe this. Tighter to your legs, maybe, which I don't think anyone in this room is really focused on. So let's see. Back to men. Let's see. Let's just do this. Yes, just like the ladies, men should also have a few basic pieces of clothing. When in doubt, go classic. Okay, that's the only advice. When you aren't sure, just go classic. Everything will be okay. All right. So let's see. There's lots of information here. Ismail, if you want, you can read all of this.
Yes, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Basic prices could include suit tie, button, down shirt, pants, slacks, sweater, and formal shorts. You should wear what is appropriate depending on the company. So again, do someone research. You can even call the human research department to ask. This means you care about your appearance and are willing to do what it takes to make a good impression.
All right. Very good. So again, for men, suit, tie, a button-down shirt is another way to say, just a nice shirt, a formal shirt. Pants or slacks, a sweater, and formal shoes. Okay, so when in doubt, always use something from this category. Okay. Again, if you're not really sure what to wear, you can call HR. You can say, "Hey, I have an interview. I'm just wondering what normal wear, what do people wear at work on a regular basis so I can wear something that's appropriate." And that's okay. There's not a problem with that. Okay. Any questions here? No. All right, very good. Let's see. Ken, why don't you go ahead and read this for us?
To avoid calling the company about the dress code, go neutral or in the middle. Not too dark or light of clothing. Try khaki.
Khaki.
Khaki. Light colors are a good idea when you aren't sure if you should dress business casual or business formal.
Okay, so again, neutral is our key here. If you're not sure, you're kind of embarrassed or shy, and you don't want to call the company, go in the middle. Not too formal and not too informal. Okay, so you have that color khaki, which is similar to the color sand, I would say, or even in Bob's picture here in the background, that color brown, light brown color. Okay.
And I think business casually or business formally, is it correct also? I don't know. Like
Well,
outward.
I mean, if you're not sure, yeah, I mean, what you can do, let's say business, casual, maybe khaki pants or slacks, and then have like a navy blue suit coat with a
So,
white shirt and no tie. If it's casual, you're not going to wear a tie. If it's formal, you definitely will wear a tie and and have the same color suit, top and bottom.
I mean, if you should dress business casually or business formally, does it make sense?
Um,
Adverb.
no.
Okay.
No, business casual is what is it? Business casual is probably a noun or business formal.
I see.
No,
Yeah,
I mean if you change the sentence around, you need to dress formally for the business meeting. But that's different. So no. Good question. Any other questions before we continue? All right, everyone's pretty good today with this. That's good. Let's see. Okay, Bob, let's read this one, okay?
Yes. Depending on your style, you could wear a bow tie too. This way you look nice, but you will be a bit different from the rest. Again, a solid color will be good to not bring so much attention to the tie, but your face.
Okay, and so a bow tie. Does anyone know what a bow tie is?
Yes, of course.
What is
From
it?
this is more tie. We have the captain's cocktail, usually bow tie. This is formal light on the ship, and all passengers and crew have a bow tie. Small tie on the neck.
Exactly. Yep.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Yes.
It's difficult to explain these things. Yes, that's basically what it is. And again, if you want to wear that, great, that's fine, but just make sure it's a solid color. Again, you don't want to add too much attention to a different part because we're focusing on you and what's inside your brain, not what you're wearing on the outside. Okay. Let's see, Ismail, why don't you read this little one, okay?
Yes, all right. A nice sweater with a buttoned-down shirt underneath is a great way to stay warm and look appropriate for the interview.
Okay, so like I said, last time I did this presentation, it was in March, so it was cold. Now we're in August and it's hot, okay? So to stay warm, you can layer your clothing, okay? You can wear a button-down shirt and a nice sweater. If it's cool, maybe just a sweater, but if it's hot like today, again, just a button-down shirt. Even with short sleeves would be appropriate nowadays, I'd think. Okay, again, depending on the company. Again, formal versus informal, depending. All right, it really depends on the company. Let's see, Ken, I'm going to have you read this next part. Oops, next part. We'll just move it down a little bit so it's all together. There you go.
If you want to stand out from the crowd, you can choose a statement tie. This means that there is a pattern, but it's not too flashy. It is best preserved later as great suit, as there would be too many statement important pieces.
Okay, so this part I think is the new part that we haven't talked about this, or maybe we did talk about this last time and that was it. But anyway, a statement tie is kind of what we're talking about now. Do you understand what a statement tie is from this paragraph?
Maybe very showy tie to, to draw attention.
Okay, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of these. I mean, for example, you could have a tie that has dogs on it or cats on it or cars. You know, something that's not normal, but you, like I said before, you don't want it to be too flashy, too noticeable. Do either of you three have any flashy ties out there? They're fun and kind of different, not so formal.
No, I rarely, wear ties. So my tie is very conservative, just not a flashy tie.
You know, men really have it easy, I'm going to tell you, for, you know, these more classic formal situations. If it's a wedding or a meeting or something like that, you can basically wear the same thing to all of them. Whereas women, we have a little more of a challenge. So, yeah, something different. And then a statement piece is just something that kind of stands out. It's a little bit different. Okay, so make sure you don't have too many of these types of pieces of clothing on you because you want to make everything subtle and neutral. Okay. Now this next part looks like Bob. You're going to read this part, okay?
Okay. Wearing a bold button down shirt is also an option. A deep, bright red shirt would be a nice idea. This way you won't need a tie either, or you might have too many statement pieces again. Just make sure this shirt doesn't overpower your personality, which could take you out of the spotlight.
All right. So instead of wearing all of these different classic pieces, sure, let's wear just a bold button down shirt. So kind of maybe a different color. Okay, like it says here, deep or bright red shirt would be okay. Um, and then you don't wear a tie, you don't have to wear a suit or anything because you're making a statement with one color and you're not adding a lot of other things as well. Okay. But you have to be careful with the tone of the shirt. If it's a bright red sun, it's like glowing in the dark, that's a little bit too much. You don't need that because it's going to overpower. They're going to look at your shirt more than you and be interested more in your shirt than you, and that's not the idea of this. Okay. Any questions here? All right. So with that, Ismael, let's see if you're ready to read. You can read this for us, okay?
Yes, I understood. Adding texture to your outfit is a great way to keep colors neutral, but to make a subtle statement too. You can add texture by wearing a sweet coat made of cardo- corduroy or tweed.
Very good. Difficult words here. Corduroy or tweed, okay? If you look these up online, these are going to be textured materials. Corduroy is more made of straight lines, and tweed is when it's parallel and perpendicular lines. Wow, is that difficult sometimes to think of the correct way to describe something. Okay, so again, keep the color neutral. Let's do a brown, a blue, a black, whatever. But to make it a little bit more different than everybody else, okay, add a little texture. It also could be maybe to your tie instead of your suit coat. Okay. Very good. Let's see. General advice. Okay. I like this. I'll read this. Don't wear too much perfume or cologne. Just a spritz is enough. So first I want to talk about the difference between cologne and perfume. Does anyone know the difference between perfume and cologne?
Spritz, what does it mean? Spritz, like
Spritz, we'll get to that word. We'll get to the word spritz. I'm sorry. What did you say, Ismail?
spritz. What does it mean? Spritz is enough. The sentence said, what does it mean?
Spritz is a little bit.
Yes,
Just a
that's it.
little bit.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
a
yeah. I
spritz.
understand. I understand. Oh,
Yeah,
great.
don't spray yourself from head to toe. Just a one or two
Yeah,
sprays is
I
enough.
prefer spritz every time.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So, what is the difference between perfume and cologne? There is a difference, I think, in my opinion.
Yes,
The difference perfume or cologne?
it's different. I prefer cologne generally, but a little.
Okay.
Okay. You ask me, I think.
All right. Is there a difference between this?
Yes, between. Uh, uh, Different. Perfume or cologne are different. I prefer sometimes generally cologne. I prefer.
Okay. All right. Bob or Ken, any opinions here? Perfume versus cologne.
Perfume is for women, cologne is for men.
All right. That's generally what I was going to say. And I've actually looked this up, and it says there is a different amount of oil, concentration. What is it called? Like the chemicals. So the chemical components are a little bit different between the two. Um,
And it's, I see how perfumes, perfume aroma, stay longer than cologne.
That's also, yeah. That's also another what is the word? Another area of this, yeah. Okay. Basically that's it. My first idea is that perfume is for women and cologne is for men, but I've also learned that there are a little bit differences in the components between the two. But really that's what it is. And then a spritz, like I said before, is just 1 or 2 sprays. You don't need to basically shower yourself in perfume or cologne. Again, you don't want to have the smell overpower you in the interview. You want to be the most important thing. Okay. So Ken, I think it's, wait, I read that one. That's funny. I think it's Ken's turn, but let's double check. Yep, it is Ken's turn because Ismail read the last part. All right, so the blue part, please.
You asked me, I think.
No, this is for Ken.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. If you wear headphones to listen to music as you walk, take them off before entering the office. They're a bit of informal for this situation.
Okay, so again, it's kind of just to what do I want to say? Be respectful. Okay, you're there for the company, and so as soon as you walk into the building, take them off, or just outside. Anything that could be distracting you. Again, if you're on your telephone, don't go into the building until you're finished with that phone call. If you're inside the building, do not answer your phone. Okay, you are there for the company, not for yourself at that moment. Okay. Questions?
No question.
All right, good. Well, Bob, keep your voice going. Oops, I'm going to have you read this long paragraph here, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay. Current clothing. Don't wear outdated clothing. It will be noticed, which means you don't care about the interview or didn't take them time to prepare well, which could reflect on your performance at work. Even shoes are important here. Make sure they are cleaned and polished. Any scuff marks will be noticed, making you look unorganized and untidy.
All right, so lots of words here, okay? So the
Yes.
first thing is don't wear outdated clothing. Don't wear your dad's suit when he had his first interview. No, thank you, okay? They will look at this and say, you don't really care or you don't have any style, so no, okay? And if you didn't take the time to prepare, maybe that could, reflect on what kind of a worker you are. And if you don't dress well, maybe you might not work very well. Okay. So there's, like I said, this all goes into the first impression. And again, here, shoes, again, they're important. Okay. They need to be cleaned and polished. What's polished? Good question. Who can explain polished for me?
Very, very clean.
Yes, Ismail,
Yes.
the action of washing or cleaning the shoes is exactly what it is. Polishing. Yep, just make them shiny.
Shiny, yes.
Yeah, exactly. What are scuff marks? Scuff marks.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's a pretty tricky one. All right. Well, scuff marks basically, let's say you're walking with your shoes and you accidentally hit a chair or something, and it leaves a mark. It leaves like a little, mark. Color on your shoe, a different color, okay? You don't want it to look like your shoes are dirty, okay? That makes you look unorganized and untidy, as this says, okay?
Okay.
So make sure they're the same color, let's say, okay? And let's check out what is left. And so, Ismail, could you read this for us? Ismail. Oh, you're mute, Ismail. Maybe he's working. All right, Bob, why don't you go ahead?
Yes, of course. Be careful when putting on makeup. You want to look natural, not overdone. Don't forget this is a job interview, not a beauty contest.
All right, good. So Ken's back, Ismail. Now you're unmute, and Bob read this for us.
Yes, yes.
Was thinking maybe he's working. Okay.
Microphone close. Microphone close.
So
I am
basically,
agree with
don't
that.
wear too much makeup. This also goes for men. Some men do wear makeup as well to cover up any issues with their skin or something like that. It does happen. You don't want to wear too much. Okay, again, it's the interview. We're focusing on you, not what you look like. Even though you need to look appropriate, but it's not a beauty contest. We're not competing here for the most beautiful interviewee. Okay. And let's see. There's all right, perfect. Two more things here. So, Ismail, why don't you go ahead and you can read this for us, okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Ties.
Okay.
Don't wear a silly tie to an interview.
Oops.
Sorry.
Oops, sorry. Hold on. Where did it go? Sorry. Welcome to technology. Okay.
These ties don't wear a silly tie to an interview. You might want to be the funny guy, but not at this time. Wear a solid color or subtle pattern tie to an interview. Later, once you have worn that for a while, you can try a funny tie.
Okay, so good. So like I said before, about ties and men, you can wear one with a pattern, but make it subtle. What is subtle? I know we've seen this word before, but do you understand what it means? Subtle patterned tie.
Uh, Pastel colors, I think.
Oh, okay, sure. That's kind of nice. It's actually the opposite of flashy, that word we first saw at the very beginning. Okay. So good. So yeah, something not very noticeable, something that's just neutral and nice. Okay. And so this funny tie could be, at Christmas time where you wear a tie that lights up or has, I don't know, whatever, if there's it depends on your religion. If you're Jewish, has I'm forgetting the words of that, but the candles, or a Christmas tree. If you're Christian or Catholic, different things. Or I don't know, for Thanksgiving, wear one with a turkey on it. Things like that. Those are funny ties. Okay, so don't do that quite yet. You'll have to wait until you work there for a while in order to earn that right. In order to do that, so okay. All right, and so Ken, I will have you read this last part here, okay?
Okay. And the last piece of advice, be confident. Nothing stands out more than you being self-assured and ready for anything. Good luck.
All right, perfect. So being self-assured, what is that? Being self-assured. Anyone can answer? Self-assured. It might be a new word, but I'm probably sure that we all know what this is. Ken, do you know what self-assured means?
Maybe similar to be confident.
Exactly. It's basically to be sure of yourself. So being self-assured, to assure yourself, to be confident. Exactly. Okay. Because that's what you want. You don't want to go to an interview and say, yeah, I'm very excited today. No. Strong voice, confident, look them in the eyes, okay? You want them to think you're confident and ready for anything and that you're going to do your best. All right. So that is that. We've finished. I'm glad that we did the first part pretty quick. Any questions? Yeah, Ken? No questions?
No question.
Okay. Ishmael or Bob, any questions?
No.
All right. Well, let's ask Bob. Bob, what was the last thing? I mean, for your interviews, are your interviews on Skype? Skype, for example, when you interview for a cruise ship?
Yes, my first interview was on the Skype before 5 years. A long time ago.
Yeah.
In recent time, I have not interview. Only, yes, interview on the ship about new job and ship, but in global of the job on the sea, only one interview on the Skype.
Okay. All right, good. Well, that's fine. And so do you remember what you wore for your last interview?
Oh, yes. Black short.
Shirt?
Yes. Not a long shirt, short.
Yep. A short
Yes.
sleeve shirt like this. That doesn't
Yes,
go all the way
yes,
down.
yes. Absolutely. This is elementary for the Skype interview.
Exactly. And your background was probably white or neutral, right? No?
No.
No. That's okay. You know, like Ismail's background, if he had an interview, that would be a good one because it has different let me just make that a little bit bigger. What documents and things like that that might be important for a job. So you can have proof behind you and say, "Hey, I'm a doctor, look."
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I had a interview 15 years ago. I want to work to metro market for worker doctor. You know what the doctor. Uh, I interviewed my boss. I said 15 years ago. I sh- I heard someone is important interview for close first time. I wear black shorts and smart dress with tie and be polite. It's important for me. Interview is very good for me, and then I work that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yep. Injuries are very important. And so with a doctor, yes, you have more than one. Also, depending on what the job is, I mean, even with Bob on the cruise ship, you might have more than one interview. Even with Ken and being a teacher, you might have more than one interview, and you might have your interview in English as well. So everything can come together. And just the main part is be confident. And if you don't get the job, there's something better waiting for you. So, with that, we are finished for today. And tomorrow, don't forget my class is tomorrow, not on Wednesday. I'm going to be talking about the future tenses. So we'll review all of the future tenses because there's 7. Yes, a lucky number 7. And we'll be focusing on the most difficult. All right. So we'll kind of go through all of them very quickly and then focus on the more advanced ones. Okay. And that's tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Just normal Wednesday time, but on Tuesday. Okay? Perfect. Well, thanks, guys, for joining. It was a lot of fun. Great to see all of you, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
thanks. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye.